Most times we say, I want to leave the country, I want to go outside the country because Ghana is tough. And many of us will go any length just to travel. Some of us will even go through the desert. I've seen a video where somebody even, got drowned in a river or a sea or whatever because they followed the wrong route. So they want to have a conversation as some of the things we need to consider when we want to travel outside the country. Whether you want to go for tourism, you want to go for vacation, you want to go for school, you want to relocate or for job or whatever. I'll be speaking with members from Majesty Galaxy Ghana Limited, also facilitating the Majesty Travel and Tour and Waka Now Travel and Tour organizations. They are going to help us to understand what it takes and what it means to travel outside the country, the visas, all the documentations that you need, and they will tell you that it can be affordable and they are the right people to help you, travel very smoothly than to look for people that would, they will chop your money and at the end of the day you'll be crying or you go and fall inside some sea or some river. No, your family should see you go and come back in full and not in pieces. Let's take a break there. When we come back, I want this conversation because maybe it's like one of these days I want to jackpot, So let's take a break. When we are back, we delve into more. Stay tuned.
In a world where challenges abound, one woman's vision sparked a movement. Welcome to the story of Matter Inspires Foundation, a decade of empowering lives and transforming communities. Meet Martha, a passionate individual driven by a desire to make a difference. Her journey began with a simple yet profound question: how can I inspire positive change? Over the past decade, Matter Inspires Foundation has touched countless lives. From education and healthcare initiatives to economic empowerment programs, the foundation's work has been a beacon of hope. The foundation's journey has been made possible by the unwavering support of individuals, organizations, and communities. Together, they've helped create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. Despite the successes, the journey hasn't been without its challenges. From funding constraints to logistical hurdles, the foundation has faced numerous obstacles. Today, Matter Inspires Foundation stands as a testament of the power of collective action. The foundation's work has improved lives, inspired hope, and fostered a sense of community. As Matter Inspires Foundation celebrates its 10th anniversary, we invite you to join us in honoring this remarkable journey. Let's continue to inspire, empower, and transform lives together.
Welcome back from the break. I have the big man with me, so he will tell us his name and what he's into and what the organization is all about. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Nice meeting you too.
My pleasure.
Yeah, you have a nice studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then shout out to all the production guys, your viewers and listeners too. Yeah, my name is Felix Sangate. The Chief Executive Officer for Majesty Galaxy Ghana Limited. Majesty Galaxy Ghana Limited is a 10 limited liability companies coming together. That's where the travel and tour is.
Wow.
So I think we need to find.
Hey, then you're a big man.
So,
when I grow up, I want to be like you.
So the issue about the travel and tour, I think that's why the reason why we are here, because of the time span.
Yeah.
But I just want to highlight areas that we are doing. In the area of automobile services, real estate. We are also into media in a way, IT services, airlines, a whole lot.
Wow.
But today, we are fortunate to talk about traveling and a whole lot of stuff. And I think at a appointed time, we'll come and buy airtime here and then see how best I bet you give that to us at the cheapest price.
Like sometimes $1,000 is okay. You
No
know?
problem. Oh, like that. Yeah. So nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let me come to you too.
Yeah, so let me say good afternoon to you and then your viewers as well. And then thank you for bringing us into your studios this afternoon. So my name is Prince Noah Johnson Ananga, and I have been in the travel space for over a decade. And I work as a TC supervisor at Waka Now, and also as the branch manager for Majesty Galaxy Travel and Tour.
Okay.
So I'm responsible for the northern belt, including the upper east.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, I think we are here to talk about travels.
Yeah, you're also
Yes.
a big man because the way you're smoking, you are. So yes, so before we delve into the main conversation on what to look out for, I want to just understand what are some of the services your organization have.
Okay, so like my CEO mentioned earlier on, so we have travel solutions or travel services. So we are into visa,
Okay.
work permit. We have birth certificate processing, death certificate, marriage certificate, tour, passport acquisition, and then also tour, hotels, airport
Reservations.
transfers, flight bookings, both domestic and international. So anywhere around the globe you want to travel to, we are here to sort you out.
Okay, so even local flights.
Both domestic, international. We
If
do
I want to
all
do
that.
honeymoon, you can facilitate that for me.
Perfect. Classic one.
Hey, okay.
Yes.
But I hope the prices are affordable. We'll come there though. Affordable is relative, so we'll come there. So first of all, what are some of the things that you see that people want to travel, but maybe some of the mistakes that they make that you think should be corrected? What should we look out for if you want to travel? Let me start with CEO.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. You know, there's high demand for travel, and people here, their colleagues are outside there, and then you can imagine the ecstasy. I want to also move. I want to also move. And unfortunately, people also fall into the hands of the wrong people because of the anxiety, the pressure he wants to go. But unfortunately, the person may not be able to pass through the right channel.
Yeah.
So when it comes to travel and tour, actually, the name there, unfortunately, is very, very bad. But it's good if you fall on the right hands. Definitely, you go and say hi, hello, Auntie Martha. Visit Majesty Galaxy Ghana Limited, our travel and tour department. Yeah, basically, as a young man, if you want to travel, there are some basic things that you need to put in place.
Okay.
Today, like this, while we're coming on this show, we just met a guy on the roadside. So we want to travel, and then I just asked, "Do you have a birth set?" And he said, "No." You see, traveling, there are so many ways of for us. We want to pass through the normal ones, not the illegal way, passing through the sea and the desert and a whole lot of stuff. So the basic one that basically you need to get is the birth set, passport. So I asked you, do you have these two things? And so okay, then we have to do that one first before maybe we talk about your traveling.
Okay. So before you even think of it,
Yes.
you need a
Birth
birth
set,
set and
yes,
a
and a
traveling
passport.
international traveling passport.
Local and international.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't. It's not necessary. It should be an international passport, but our Ghanaian passport, unfortunately,
okay,
So if you have your birth set and passport, those should be the basic one before we can proceed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you get that, what is the next step that you have to do? Do you have to start saving up some money, or what's the next steps you have to do?
Traveling outside the country is very, very expensive.
Wow.
Depending on how you want it. Like I was saying, if you want the right one, it's not easy. Taking flight from here, Tamale to Accra is not easy, so you can imagine. Plane tickets from Ghana to Canada is about 25,000 Ghana cedis, so you can imagine.
Is it return or
No, it's
just
not
in?
return, yes.
Just one way, 25,000. So in a
25,000.
return
So you
is
can
about
imagine.
50,000.
Yes. So a country like that, we are going there to go and work and a whole lot of stuff. It involves a whole lot of money. So it means that you need to work towards it come. As a company, you don't just wake up and say you are traveling and we just live like that. We need to guide you, educate you, give you the travel consultations and all those and guide you and psych you for you to know where you are going, what we are going to do, so that you can prepare yourself towards it.
Okay.
So you need to prepare yourself financially. Yes. Know that, this is what we are going to do, these are the things that you are going to do. You don't just wake up, I have 5,000 in my pocket, Charlie, I'm traveling. If you're not careful, I will send you to Côte d'Ivoire.
I think we've heard those stories. Somebody will be like, you are traveling and they will take you to even Togo.
Just to go here, no. Your parents thought, you are in Europe, only to hear that you are even calling for money, and that's unfortunate. Because people always want a shortcut. So there were sometimes a guy just came and said, he want to travel. I said, okay, how much
does he have?
So when you mention the figure in the country that you want to go,
it's not matching.
Yes. You see, if it were to be other companies, you bring it. By the time you realize, Côte d'Ivoire, you see, it will not help you.
Yeah.
So in this 21st century, if you are not, and the way people want to go there, because they don't have any education, any knowledge in their travel, people are taking advantage of them.
So let's look at two main reasons why people travel. One for education and one for work.
Yes, and they're studying.
Yes, that's like education. That's to go and study and to go and work. As for the tourism, it's they want to go for tourism.
Yeah, for sure, for some leisure and stuff.
But the two main reasons why people travel is to go and study and to go and get a job.
Yes.
So let's look at if somebody wants to go and work outside and they come to you, what should be the expectation? After I have my birth cert and I have my passport, so let's take, what are some of the common countries that come to you?
Okay. Normally, I hope it's not, I'm not taking all the time.
No, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so most people, they want these European countries and countries like US, Canada, Australia, and those countries. Actually, they want big there, those countries with high names, and those are the countries that people want. So, and these countries, before you also leave, before we even prepare your documentation, there are a whole lot of requirements that they need from you. Okay?
So let's take one, let's say for work.
Yes.
What are the things I should have?
Okay. So, apart from your birth certificate, your passport, which is the basic ones, you will need a proof of funds.
That's where people will say bank statement, bank statement.
You see, so the visa officer, whether he doesn't care, but he just wants to know that at least in your home country, at least you have some home ties. Home ties, like either you are married or you have some document or you have some funds. You have to prove to him. You know, they are trying to even avoid people coming into their country.
True.
People go there seeking asylum and a whole lot of stuff. So, like, they know that you are coming to study. You have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that your home country, you are responsible.
Or you even go back.
You will go back, you see. They don't want a situation where, because it's costing those countries a whole lot of money taking care of asylum seekers. Okay, so before you even get there, you have to prove to the visa officer that, Martha expires, she's well to do. If you look at her account, okay, so like, my work, even if it is work or whatever, if maybe the contract ends, I want to come back. You see, so if you are not been able to prove those things reasonable doubt, they will not approve. So it's not just like getting the money and just going to but they are basic requirements.
I've had people who will say, okay, can you borrow me 50,000? They want to put it in their account for like a week or two to get the statements and
Sure. So there are a whole lot, and we don't want to discuss more about how we do our things.
Of course.
For them to also,
yes.
But at least if you don't have it, we are partnering with most of the banks that they can prepare for us to make sure that we can back your application. So the proof of funds is the most important thing. Then the rest, we book the appointment date for the applicant, and then.
Okay, so you have to go for the visa application yourself.
Like
not yourself as a company. Like if I come, I have to go myself.
Yeah, we'll guide you through.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I'm surprised because there are some other agencies that will tell you, don't worry, once you pay the money.
That's
but it means that yours is practical, it's legit, because I can go and tell license.
We don't want to impersonate someone. Yes, we are doing the application for Martha. At least the embassy is watching all the necessary information. At long last, your biometric fingerprint and all, you have to present yourself.
True.
Last week like this, we sent a whole lot of people to the Canadian embassy. Now we have done the applications, submitted all their details. Now they are saying that we should bring those individuals for them to come and do their
fingerprints.
So if we are not being able to, it means that we have also lied.
Yes, that's true.
And they can sue the company for that.
Wow.
So we guide you through. So there are two ways. Some people can do it themselves, or you come to the agency, we assist you, do all the necessary documentation that you need to do. We'll assist you and then go through the process. Then when your visa is ready, we'll also guide you through, send you to the airport, book your ticket, and somebody will receive you there, and you call and say, hello, I have arrived. And that's the good thing. In this 21st century, if you mislead somebody or maybe
social media,
he will just put a phone and on TikTok and just follow your name, Basa. So we are careful about all those things. So we are and once we also have an office in Accra, definitely our team will also guide you through a whole lot of stuff. And because we want to be genuine to the people, at least we have offices around, physical offices around in Tamale.
I know you have Tamale. You have Wa. I was in Wa last week, and I saw your office in Wa.
That's fine.
So you have Accra, Tamale, Wa. Do you have some in Bolga?
Yes, please.
Okay, and where?
Yeah, so and Techiman.
And Techiman,
okay. Yeah, Techiman and Sunyane.
Okay, so Accra, Techiman, Sunyane, Bolga, and Wa. So anywhere.
And still
counting.
Yeah.
So in these 5 towns or cities, you can just want to hear Majesty, Ghana Company Limited or Majesty Travel and Tour. Just know that they are legit and they are able to give you all the assistance that you need. Let me come to Waka now. The first time I heard your name, Waka now, like go now, like
exactly.
Waka now,
exactly.
Yeah. And then I like the collaboration. People are not like competitors. You are healthy competitors.
Yeah, sure.
So let's look at study. If I want to go and have my master's or my PhD outside the country for study, I think it will run through my passport, my birth cert, and what else can you help me through?
All right, thank you. So let me quickly move to the first question you asked with regards to the some of the things you need, the requirements to travel. So if you look at it, he mentioned passport and the birth cert. That's one of it. You asked about education. The most important thing is that for Waka now, we don't do the study abroad package.
Okay.
So Majesty Galaxy deals with that.
Okay.
But we deal with other things. That is the travel for vacations and then for business and all that. We do that. So you will have to, when it comes to the documentations, the passport is one thing that you need, because I would say that is the document that will verify you in person. So you need a valid passport. It should be valid. Then the other thing is that most travelers don't take the pain or the time to research into the countries they want to travel to. So because of cultural differences, you need to research the place very well.
Wow.
So somewhere 2017, I had a scholarship to study in Hungary. But I realized because of my religion, I felt like, no, Hungary wouldn't work for me, because I still want to practice my religion when I travel in there.
Practice Islam.
Some places you can't do, like, you understand. You can't practice your religion like you want it. You understand? So I've wanted a more Christian-dominated place, or an open country where religion is freely practiced and all that. So you need to research that as well. You need to also look out for the kind of airline you want to travel with. What are the transit hours?
Wow.
So this is the challenge we get sometimes as agents. Someone calls you and tells you, I want to go to Dubai. Then you check the flight, you give him a price, and he checks elsewhere, and the price is lower. Without taking into consideration the transit hours, that is the layover time.
So from Ghana to Dubai, is that straight or there's a transit?
So there is a straight flight. When you are, especially on Emirates, it goes direct. If you are on a Ethiopian airline, for instance, you will have to do a transit at Addis Ababa.
Okay.
It means that You may have a longer layover in Addis Ababa, maybe 5 hours, 17 hours, and all that. People don't consider that. So you may see some with a longer transit hours, like 17 hours, and the rate is lower. But you may get one that has a longer layover, like 2 hours, and the fare is higher. So when you quote that, people don't really ask, why is yours like this and other places is like that?
Just the money,
Exactly.
Their own is too much.
So you book the flight, the person gets to maybe Ethiopia for the transit, and only to realize that you are going to spend 17 hours in Ethiopia.
That's serious.
That is where the problem comes in. You are going to pay for hotel, sleep over, a whole lot. Then another person gets to Ethiopia, spends 2 hours, and is connecting back to Dubai.
Some may even get missing.
Yes.
Because some airports are very big.
Good.
So if you don't check very well, you'll get missing.
Exactly. And some you may even have to do 2 or more transits before you get your final destination. So all these things are important. You need to educate the traveler on all these things. This is what you want, this is what you are expected to meet and all that. Today, we just got something like that. The person is doing what we call a multiple trip. I'm connecting different countries, 2 or more more than 2 countries. So one country he cannot connect the same day, he has to sleep over and connect the next day. So I was just advising him, it's either you do it that way, or you just have to look for an airline that goes straight, which is expensive. And he was also complaining of the cost. So you must understand, as someone traveling, you must understand your purpose of traveling. Then try to research into the country you are traveling to, understand the way they live and all that. You need to put yourself together, get more information, what we call emergency numbers and all that, addresses, you need to be familiar with them. That is most of the reasons why most people are denying visas. Because you are traveling to maybe visit a brother or a sister. Even the address, you are not familiar with the address. And during the interview, you will be asked,
where do they stay?
Yes, what is your relationship with the person you are traveling to? You say, in maybe the document you've stated a brother. Then you go for the face-to-face interview and you say, that's your uncle. You are not being consistent with the information you have provided.
Inconsistency in information can also
exactly.
They'll bounce back.
Documents that you need to present documents that can be properly verified. So you say you have a bank account with Cal Bank or ADB, then you bring a statement that cannot be verified. Nothing shows that it is.
Or in the last 3 months, there haven't been any transactions.
They haven't been, you understand. So your documents needs to be intact. The information you are providing needs to be accurate. It needs to be the truth.
So should it necessarily be a personal? So for example, if I'm traveling and I'm not using my personal account statements, can I use my organization account if I have a link and I can prove that I'm from this company?
Okay, so you are the executive director. Yes, that means you are connected to that account. Definitely.
So that will even show that I will come back.
Exactly. That even gives you a more greater chance of getting the visa. So it is interesting. Someone will have all these, but something little or some misinformation could lead to denying your visa. So there is this gentleman I met, an entrepreneur. He has a very good business. About 3 businesses he's running. He wanted to travel for a conference in Switzerland. So I advised him, look, it's good you provide the necessary documentation. And his plan was, he wants to get there and remain.
After the conference.
Exactly. The thing is that the system, we are in a digital world now. The system will capture your purpose of traveling. And there is no way you are going to escape that. When it's time, you are definitely leaving. You have to return.
You have to come back.
You see? So I told him,
where will he even be staying? Like,
that is it. This is some of the challenges. Some will tell you, I want to go with conference. Like the gentleman we met, he told me an agent was dealing with him and now they are saying they want to do it a conference. When he gets there, he should run away. Then I told him, my brother, where are you running to? Even you live in Ghana, in Accra. If you run to Tamale, do you know someone in Tamale?
Yeah.
So how much more outside Ghana? Who do you know? So fortunately for him, the sister lives in that country. And he
put your sister in trouble.
He told the sister. And the funny thing was, the sister told him straight, please don't come to me with conference.
True.
Pass through the right channel.
Yeah.
So when he spoke with me, I told him, look, it is better you use the right channel. You may think it's expensive, but think about this. You pay 100,000, 200,000 to an agent. You use conference, you get there, and you are deported. Money is wasted. You pay 100,000, 200,000, you use the right channel. You get there and nobody disturbs you.
Yeah.
You get the opportunity to work. You get the opportunity to get even a permanent stay.
Work,
And that is it. So it's better to go through the pain, to pay more and use the right channel and go there without any struggle, than to pay less, go through the wrong channel, and then you are deported. You don't even get the money you paid again.
Let's look at one other thing people use, marriage. People will just go. I remember some time ago I was in Accra. We're doing some activities there. My late father was like, there are some things we had to go and process. So for like the whole week, I kept going to the offices trying to prove that I'm the daughter and with my mom and my. And every time we got there, because of traffic, we had to leave the house early, Accra life. By the time it's 8 a.m., there are different couples there. When you even see them, you know very well that these people are not getting married because of love. You just see some, I'm on TV, it's okay. You just see some inconsistent characteristics.
So lot. So you see, in an attempt to travel outside the country, there are a whole lot of issues. I think that one, we call it dependent staff. You see, there's this program in UK and other European countries called, I forgot the name, but that one, like, you go in pair, like partner.
Okay, so I can go with my husband.
So it's not on husband directly.
Okay.
But the package is said that I and you we can do the arrangement that you are my wife.
Okay.
We'll schedule wedding stuff, take pictures that
and send
just to prove to the embassy that you are my wife, go for interview, the pictures and then I will be the main applicant, you will be the dependent. So if you go to UK, then they will look at our marriage certificate and hold on, because they were looking at those marriage certificate stuff to confirm you, to allow you to stay.
Married or not.
So, but this thing is also having implication. Yes.
So if you now go, are you going to divorce after you get there or what?
That's what they do, some do.
So they will go there, then you will be at home, then I will be working. So I will be working for a while, later on, getting money, then we'll have to work on your papers. Because it is my work permit that covers you. So when we go there, the wife, you the dependent, you are just a dependent, and I'm the main applicant. But going here to pay a huge amount of money, but you have to be indoor. You have to be. There are a whole lot of people go through a whole lot when it comes to this travel and stuff. So you have to be indoor. Maybe you work for a while, you sit in the house. If the person is good, fine, he will come home and then give you something. So you have to seek and be on house arrest because you don't have papers.
So you can't.
If you move out, you don't have the card. If you move out, and then where's your card and stuff like Ghana here, Ghana card. So you have to be indoor. If you try moving left, right hand, it must have they will deport you.
Unless maybe you are working with the main applicants who can probably.
Yes. So people go there and then they have a whole lot of issues here and there. That they've done the marriage and then I've also served the number of years that I'm supposed to serve. You see, there will be a contractual agreement between Martha, I will send you like you are my wife, and then the home care, the home care at UK, they will approve it, but you work under me, okay, serve for 5 years or 2 years. Then we'll have to now divorce. Then maybe I find ways in me to also support you to also get your papers. When it normally happens and they go there, the narrative changes. Then they can't talk of war. Let's divorce. Because if you are not also careful,
And the public or
Yes.
the authorities here,
Yes,
all of you
also
are going
you are
home.
going
all hand. So your mouth, your hands are always tight. So the arrangement that we have here, you pay each job, we all agree, and we pay each, going to UK for that program. It's not easy, very, very expensive. Okay, you pay no less than over 100 and something thousand Ghana cedis, and you go and be indoor and be calling home for money. If the person is wicked, he will come home and say, "Oh, there are a whole lot of treatment
Hey,
they
so
keep
not, I'll stop jealousing all those who
they go through a whole lot of
buying
health. They
outside
go
the
through a whole
country.
lot of they go through a whole lot of this thing because normally the dependents, if I'm the main applicant, maybe the requirement is that I should be a graduate. So the dependents there, whether you are educated or non-educated person, and we can just do that arrangement then. Like, you know the word dependent, so it means that you are going to depend on me.
Yeah.
So if I'm the wiki type, I'll go and maltreat you using the name of our marriage, and you are suffering in the house. You see? So you cry to your family that, oh, you're there UK. But meanwhile, you are crying behind the
You
scenes.
are in UK, but you are not okay.
You are not okay.
Hey!
You see?
Wow.
You are not okay. So it is good that maybe you do it yourself or we assist you at Majestic Galaxy Ghana. We educate you some of these things. So upon opening your eyes, say, hey, wow. Me, I got one guy, he said, oh, he wants somebody to join as a dependent. I'm saying, Jack, do you know what we are going into? So we have to indicate if you agree, you are okay. Why not? Then you go and do. A whole lot of people are going through. And they need to divorce it. Actually, we do marriage certificate and then, what do you call, birth cert.
Yeah,
and then
Divorce papers.
divorce. Hold on, if you want to divorce. We have been divorcing so long. People sending out money. He has married to the guy and we went there. And I want to terminate the appointment with Felix. And then I say, no, I'm saying you. I was already submit your name again. And then you, so.
Yeah, we've been divorcing.
Yes. So they will send the details, they will do the details. What do you call it? Yes. You have been calling home. The agreement is that you and Noah, you agreed that within 1 year,
Yeah.
you have to divorce so that you have your own way here.
Freedom,
and there.
yeah.
Then Master Noah will go and say, no,
won't
I will
agree.
use it. It's my
You
wife.
now fall in love with me or what?
You see the
You are
case?
humans. It can happen.
So they fake the marriage and then you end up by suffering here and there.
Unless
Because
maybe the
you
person
see
is
you are-
legitimately your wife.
Yes.
Exactly.
That
For
one
that
will
one,
help.
yes.
Okay.
For that one there, you enjoy your company. But those fake marriage thing, they have been doing that. And
A
people
lot are
a lot,
actually doing it.
A lot are victims. So, but only that they don't complain. But a whole lot of people get a whole lot of complaints. They call us to do it, and then at times to get a divorce certificate in Ghana here, it's not easy. Even there, it's not easy, but we do it. Ghana here, if you want to divorce somebody, you have to go to a whole lot of process. Go and think about the matter. So we go and think about it. So
And
they
the
hardly.
court will probably ask to go and
Yes,
think
yes,
about
yes,
it.
yes.
They have counselors. They don't just take.
They have counselors.
They-
Wait. So I cannot just go and say I want to divorce.
David,
and make
David,
you one
David,
We
day.
need to understand the reason and all that. So maybe.
I just want to divorce. I
So
don't
go and
like
think over it. Probably something happened.
Yeah.
You are angry at the moment. You are not thinking straight.
okay.
Go and reflect over it. This is an issue
Someone
that
told
can
me
be
last that
resolved.
It took 2 years for them to find out.
Yeah,
that
they
it's
talk
not
because some of
It's
the
not
issues
easy.
grounds people stand on to divorce, they are actually not issues, but they are things that when you sit down to reflect and talk about them, you can trash them out and then you still move on.
But there was
as
one bit that
couples.
was trending. They went to divorce, and then by the time they went back for the last year, and the woman was pregnant.
So you can
You see,
imagine.
where is the divorce
So you
again?
can imagine.
So you want to divorce,
Yes.
and you are pregnant.
So-
There was another one crowd, even on Nigerian Facebook, when they went for the last year. When
They were all wearing.
Oh, yes,
They were all wearing uniform.
Same dress.
Uniform attire. So you can imagine.
So please, if you are watching this, make sure that before you travel, you
Yeah.
contact Majestic Galaxy Travel and Tour. I believe this information they are giving, and also Waka now, especially if you are in Tamale, and we'll put your contact details on the screen. And I believe you're also on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll be back.
One of the things I have noticed is that they are happy. They are happy to go to school. They are eager to be in school, always ready to get to school. There's no day that they don't want to come to school. And that's very good for me as a parent.
They have got nice teachers, group of nice teachers, and the principals and vice principals, they are all very good. SIA is making the children better and ambitious.
The level of my son's confidence back then and now, there's been an impact, and which we attribute to the quality of tuition and the level of environment and the kind of people he has met here. So it's a fantastic school.
Welcome back from the break. This is a very interesting conversation because for most of us young people, all the time what is on our mind is that, you know, I want to travel. But I'm learning that you can even be in Ghana and be very better. There was a story on Tell It Moms or Tell It All where she said she was used to work in a bank with a lot of allowances and people convinced her. She sold her stuff, got to US,
yeah. Oh yes.
And she even here, it's risky on doing these things. But let's look at those who want to say that, okay, we can, once you have a passport or whatever, we can take you through the desert and then, what challenges have you encountered or what can you advise us on? What are in desert traveling?
I think as a youth, maybe other people will say that I'm spoiling their job, but it is very, very dangerous. Going into such the whole lot of people lost their lives in the desert, the sea, and a whole lot of stuff. The last time I saw one, look how they were even moving and they were taking video. I was like, wow. And ladies were even there passing through Morocco to go to Italy and a whole lot of stuff just with one shortcut at this day. So I think the youth, yes, they desire to travel. Fine, it's good to relocate, but we have to pass through the right channel. Pass through the right agencies. Agency that has been registered under the registrar of company. Those individuals that have been, they are just, what do you call it? Guru guys.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't know Mr. A, Mr. B. They will pick you from Togo. Some they will camp you at a place. You have to be qualified. Seriously. They go through a whole lot of stuff. They will lock you, and along the line, if ladies are there, you have to even go into prostitution and robbery to look for money because you are hungry. You see? Oh, seriously. The last time some people that they are moving from here to Italy, but the transit, they have to pass through Nigeria before, and they come them about 3 months.
Wow.
You see?
Before they will go to
then they told them that that's the easiest way. Only to lock them at a hotel and then they ask them to call home for money.
Wow.
So they know that you have traveled.
So are they kidnappers or they are what?
So you see, all these things you see the immigration authority, they are looking, it's not kidnapping, but it's like people that desire to travel at the cheapest way.
And you can't run out from where you come.
No. You can't. Where you are, you can't. You can't.
Well, there's a movie I saw on Netflix, like very similar.
They go through a whole lot of help, but only that. So if you hear a friend, but unfortunately, those who are already there, they don't tell you the truth.
True.
You just say, "Oh, I'm there," but how the person went through, he will not even tell you. He will tell, "Oh, this agent that led me." By the time you realize that same individual is linking illegal way. Passing through here. So if you want to travel, you have to be careful. You have to do interrogations and find out. But you see, because we want shortcuts, that ends at all this.
Yeah.
You don't want to pay your full. So how can 5,000 Ghana cedis or 10,000 Ghana cedis take you there? But because we are desperate to move outside the country, you just, they are doing this. And issues about wake and pay. See, the wake and pay, we have some, but which is different from this. They will send you there, whatever ways and means they will send you there. They will send you there for you to go and work maybe over a year or 2 or 3 years. Then you will also live your life there.
So the work and pay, they will do the visa, everything, your flights, they will book your flights.
It's not that it's for the work and pay, those areas, people should be careful about those type of way. Those are the people they pass to the Togo, the Nigeria, and then and send you because they don't want to. The cost booking flights from here, they don't want to.
And they can't wait for 2 years to now recoup.
So for whatever ways and means, they will also send you that one. If you want to come, they will say, "Have you paid? Have you paid?" But at Majesty, we sign a contract with you, and then these are the terms and conditions. You are not passing through the desert or what do you call it, the sea, but we are booking a flight, and your flight reservations and everything will be indicated before you leave. So you definitely do some small commitment in Ghana here before you definitely leave. And we have never sent people outside the country through the desert and a whole lot of things. It goes against the company policy, and Ghana Tourism Authority can even
take your life
yes, and a whole lot of, because we have our parameters where to do. So yes, people want to travel, but they need to be careful about the desert. It's something that is a no, please. Yes, but when you are saying other individuals, they will say that master, you are spoiling their job. But that's the reality on the job, because you are dealing with human lives, and it's like it's even a crime. Like it look like it's a human trafficking way. You see, taking people, go and camp them, seize their phones.
Yeah.
Yes, they will seize all of your phones, not to even make calls, and
or
some
even do video for people to come and see.
Yes.
Wow.
You see, they will seize your phones, and then like the ladies, they'll release them to go and do other unprofessional work to bring money, and the guys to like strongman, like production manager, Charlie, you guys, they will put some gun on you to in the night to do operations to bring money, because you see, you were just going empty-handed. So whatever they will do, they are just abusing your life.
I love this conversation because anytime you see them on TV, it's just like, oh, and some crowd even thought that they are doing promotion.
Yeah.
They were taking this out. It's just, but this conversation is making us to understand the other challenges.
Definitely.
So the work permit thing, let me come to Iwaka now. Does it mean that when I want to travel, I come, you do my visa, and once I just land now, tomorrow I'm going to work?
So that is an interesting question. You see, I always say that you must know your purpose of traveling. Are you traveling for leisure? Are you traveling to go and work?
Yeah.
And if you are going to an agent like Majestic Galaxy to tell them to help you, you must let them understand your purpose of traveling. I want to travel to Canada and work. This is the kind of job I want. You understand? Then they will give you the package.
Okay.
So
with
you
are
that,
able to link them to jobs.
Yes.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
So when you go there, you know that you are getting your visa and you are getting your work permit before you even get there. You don't.
So wait, sorry to take you back. If you get the job or the work, you have to get a work permit.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the employer will need to give you that legal document to show that you can work in Canada. Some may even get an employer who has given them the work permit, but they don't have visa. The
it's
visa,
like getting scholarship
these are two different.
Yeah.
Yes, these are two different things.
So they're confused.
The visa gives you entry into that country, and the work permit gives you permission to work in the
So
country.
if you can work from your Ghana, work there, but you can't enter my
Exactly.
country.
So you must explain all these things to the agent. Then they will tell you that, okay, we are getting you the job. This is the kind of job, a care job you want. We are getting you the care job. We are getting you the work permit. And the work permit comes from an employer. So you know you have it. You can work there. You can work in Canada. You get your visa. That one gives you entry into the country. So this is what we need to understand. If not, you may think you got a visa, and once you get to US or you get to Canada, then it means that you are going to work. No. You need your visa, you need to get a work permit.
So you can even get there, and even if you have a place to stay, whether it's a friend or you're going to be booking a hotel for us, but you have to still now go around, look for a job before they will pick you.
Exactly.
And as I'm telling you, people who are in US and other countries, Canada and Australia, for the last 5 years, they don't have work permits.
So they're doing small jobs, or
they are not. You don't have the work permit.
So it's not like Ghana. You can do job work, crying, so even like plumbing, well, yeah. Wait, let me understand. Wait. I'm not getting that thing.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about office job.
Exactly. It's work.
Maybe I can come and then maybe I'll start selling phone covers on the roadside.
Or some apples on the street.
Yes.
No. Where's your permit?
So that I can't do anything work related if I don't have a permit.
Yes.
You see, initially he was saying that somebody had wanted to go to this Switzerland or
Yeah, Switzerland.
So the agent was telling him that I will send you to do what do you call
Conference.
It means that Matter and Spice, they are going for a conference,
yes.
and they want to link you to the team.
Yes.
And then they said, oh, when you get to UK, you just leave Matter and go and then
find your way.
I think Joe Mettle said something one time ago. It was public, so I can say that some people said, okay, as he's going to
for a program. Yes.
So they will link people to him to look like that Joe Mettle's team. And when they go and finish his singing, he will come back alone
and hold on. And you do that, it's an illegal movement. And when you see Ghana here or Africa here, that we take things for
they
granted.
can even bring him down.
So you do that, and then now that you are going to seek asylum, okay, or go and find somewhere and then say, Charlie, I'm a stranger. Can you just let me be a cleaner in your house? So like I have to come to you because even if they are aware that you are in my house, I will be in trouble. Okay.
So if I want to, I won't pay you.
Be house so you'll be a house arrest trying to do small.
I like how he says house arrest.
So seriously, because you don't have papers and you don't have green card, you don't have anything.
You've arrested yourself.
Yes. So house arrest, serious. If you just move somewhere and anybody at all can get alert, just give a what do you call it? If you see something. Say something. So as much I can just look at you. So I've seen a stranger here. Let's suppose you can just call the police for you right now.
And the police too. It's as if they are waiting for call.
Yes. So they know how Africans, how illegal. You know, they have been reading a lot about that. So they don't trust us. You see. So most people are there for the last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and they don't have papers. And you are aware that they are in UK.
They come back.
If you come, you can't get entry again.
You can't. So
it's like you are deporting yourself.
Sort of.
So you are there even calling home. Oh, minyanya papers. So family are also relying on you that you have gone there for the last 10 years and up to now you haven't gotten your paper. It means you see what they are saying that you haven't gotten their work permits. To me, so you'll be doing seeking and hiding lifestyle there.
That's what sometimes some of the girls will do. If you have like Mr. Ria, Metri Hassan, and they put it but they can't complain to the country they are working.
You can't.
Seriously. And if in the embassy there you go and report, if you pass through the right channel and you are being abused, you can go to the embassy. But your point of entry is even illegal. If you go and present yourself, they will just deport you.
By the time you finish talking, they'll do for aeroplane.
Yes, or just on standby there with your bag alone because you are abusing the agreement, the immigration regulations and all that stuff. So people are desperate to want to travel. They've heard that their colleagues are there, but the suffering that what they are going through is not easy. But we just said, but hey, this guy is in UK recently, he just left. As to how the person went through.
When they take a picture or one or two
Charlie. And unfortunately, like I'm saying, most of them, 99.9%, they don't tell you the truth, how they pay that they go to. They get to discourage you.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
And even the work that some are even doing there.
Because if I'm doing myself like big woman, and I can't tell you that maybe I'm somebody else's house girl.
Yes. You see, so there a whole lot of stuff. So it's not every visa that guarantees you a job. It's tourist or it's visit. The purpose of that visa is yes, you are going for a visiting or a conference, for which you have also indicated on your reservations and stuff that you will come back. Okay. So it means that other 1 month that you are going to spend, you must come. So
and
you can
they monitor. So they have a system. Like it's like every day they know those who are supposed to leave the country
that
day. So as you are passing through the airport, it's like they have a. I don't know how to put it. Their system is very coordinated.
When it comes to data,
it's digitalized.
Yes.
So they have every single record.
And once your name is mentioned, the matter has entered the country.
They know.
If I enter a shop,
but
they can tell me every single places that I have gone.
They will alert you that your time is expiring. The next you have to go back. So hence that's why most people also this thing go and seek. If you go to like Canada and then US, like there are a whole lot of asylum seekers there. You went through a program, either in the form of tourists or whatever, they want to come home. Okay, then so there's a place like what do you call it? This camp. They have mentioned those camp. What's the name? Bujumbura camp and all those things camp. And like there are areas that those asylum seekers, you just go and present yourself there. My home country is no good, I beg. So you have to just present yourself. And then they will place you and then they will camp you. And so about 80% of most of the travelers there, you see them with high level of working in Ghana, but they are seeking asylum there. You see? So you can use tourist visa or visiting visa to go and work. It's not possible, and you have already indicated it. But people will use it. Some of the agents will tell you that if you go, you run away, go and seek asylum.
Why are you running?
You run away.
Yes.
Wow.
That if you get to the airport, just find somewhere and run away. And that's what they tell them.
Like, I don't know the city. Where am I running?
Yes.
You have to find your way.
So you must go. The purpose of your going is that you are going to go and work. At Majesty, we'll make sure that before going, because they check all this, before going, your work permit and your visa should. It should be a working visa, not a visiting or a tourist visa. Your visa should be a working visa, and then your work permit, and then the province that you are going, the addresses and everything. They check all those things. You see, but other people will find ways. I mean, when you come. So there are a whole lot of people that travel outside the country, illegal means, and so they have to deport you. They know that they are even been looking for them, and they are in people's house, like earlier said, house arrest catch them. Yes, because he knows that your time has even elapsed. Even if they catch you,
it's trouble.
If they catch you, you are in trouble. So there are a whole lot of ordeal going through this travel stuff. It's good to relocate, to go and study in abroad. For leisure, for work, but you have to pass through the right channel. Because at least
personally, I'm happy for this conversation. I'm really learning a lot. It means that even if you want someone to help you for conferences, so are you able to scout for, some people also do that for conference opportunities and ask people to, because some conferences are sponsored. So sometimes people want to use that one to rather go and then Japan and all that.
Oh yeah. Wow. But we don't advise most of the, like we do have most conferences and events that's been upcoming events that are going. They need people. Next month like this, there's a program that will be happening in Canada and US and Australia.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see my schedule. So like, if we are not doing anything, for our purpose is to visit and come on, not to go in Japan.
I have a lot to do in Ghana. How many days is that?
So
July is a very busy month. Okay, it's end of summer.
Yeah, but most people will go. They will leave their job and they will not come back.
I'm not sure I can ever stay out of Ghana for 3 months continuous.
So you can imagine.
I love Ghana.
Yes.
My first time in Amsterdam, 1 week. Like I was struggling to be there, and the second time I went to Germany, it was the same thing. It was cold. Maybe that was why I wanted to come back. Sure. But I said everybody is minding their business. Here when you wake up, good morning, even you can even greet somebody, don't even mind you.
Yes,
you enter the lift with somebody, you greet, nobody will mind you.
It's focused.
You see,
it's boring for me.
Initially, I said you need to research the country you want to travel to and the purpose, because you are traveling to Germany. You don't understand. You like greeting. You see, it's interesting. You travel to some of these advanced countries, and you are fond of greeting someone. The person might report you to the police.
They will not.
You are disturbing their peace. You are invading their privacy.
Here when you meet somebody maybe even in Tamale, Accra, when you go for a workshop and you go for breakfast and you enter the restaurant and you don't greet. They'll be like, this girl. You can go and meet. You can even sit. I remember there was a time that we sat on a table, something like 4 or 5. You can be sitting on the same table, eating with somebody, and you don't.
No, you don't talk to each other.
Come and sit down and eat and get up.
Just find a way.
So let me say this: if you want to use the right channels, I would say Galaxy, Majesty Galaxy, and then Wakana are trying to make travels easier. So that is why they have their work and pay package and other packages where you don't have to pay the whole amount. You need to do some commitment and you'll be processed and then you travel to go and work. that is also why Waka now has a package called the Pay Small Small for your flight tickets. So this is how it works. Let's say you want to travel in 2 months' time, and we check on the system and we realize there is a lower fare of maybe 4,000 Ghana cedis, like round trip.
Yeah.
And you don't have the 4,000 to pay immediately. We are giving you the opportunity to be able to make a deposit of 25%. We lock that fare for you. Then you pay the remaining by installment before your traveling date.
Yeah.
So if young people want to travel and all that, there is that opportunity. You can travel. You plan yourself, we check on the system, we get you cheaper fares, you make deposits and lock the fares down, then you make the remaining.
The time I want to travel will be
payments.
expensive. I want to travel in December.
In December.
December is very expensive.
So you see, in December, expensive. We could check now and
Okay.
maybe it
It's
will
cheaper
fall
by
within your
then.
budget. So what you do is that you have the opportunity now to make that 25% deposit. We lock that fare for you. Then you start making.
But what months can be quite? Maybe I'm told that sometimes even January, February, by that time everybody has come back from vacation. So
Vacation.
that time is.
Exactly, February, March, you can get cheaper fares.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But you see, people are in business because they want to make money. So sometimes I need to explain this several times to people. They say, but I'm booking in advance. Why is it still high? The airline also wants to make money. So they've also realized that it's not all cases that you see booking ahead and you get cheaper fares. So let me pick domestic flights, for instance. Sometimes you check in 2 months' time and
It's still
the rates
high,
are still
true.
high. So they leave it there. If you book early, because we have that perception, booking ahead is cheaper, you book. So when it's getting closer and they see that, oh,
People are not
maybe
really
the
booking.
patronage is low, then they try to review the fares and put in some low fares. So it's not always the case that if you book ahead, you are getting a cheaper fare.
Yeah.
Yes, because everyone has that notion
Yeah.
or perception.
There's one thing I want to mention. There's one thing African World Airline. I'm making a special appeal to you. In 2020, you did something, and you didn't do it again. And I'm wondering why.
Okay.
They did 8/8. I think 2020 was their 8th anniversary or whatever. So they did rush hour booking for 8 Ghana cedis. And I booked in and out, and I went to Accra and came back. Was it 8? Yeah, it was 8, not 80 cedis. People were shocked.
It's
Yeah,
Ghana
yeah,
cedis.
so
8 Ghana
promotion,
cedis. It was
yeah.
I mean,
promotion by Africa World
That
Airline.
means it was just for the I think the
Yes,
airport charges.
Yeah, so it was their 8th, I think their 8th anniversary
Oh,
of
okay.
Africa World
It was
Airline.
just on giveaways.
So-
Maybe all the airlines should do that.
So within 24 hours, the flyer came out. And so at 12 a.m.,
Hey.
it opened. I didn't sleep. I did my wallet. Like I
You loaded
loaded
the
my
wallet.
wallet. Oh, by 12:30, I booked in and out for Accra before I slept. So in the morning, most of the days were booked, but there were still some days. So it was supposed to be like 12 a.m. to the next 12 a.m. So I know people who even booked later, like even days they didn't plan to travel, but they had to work. And that one too, that's the thing. You can't change the flight.
Yeah, promo fares are usually
Yeah, so
like
if
that.
you book it, you can't change the flight. So I remember that day when I was going, a friend was going to drop me at the airport. I was like, what are you sure? Say, see, what is this? It's called Accra. I was STC crowd. Where are they saying? So I said, okay, they went and dropped me. Before I put on, they left. I said, I'm going to go. So Africa World Airline, me show. Why? I said, you bring, and they had one, the 100 cedis promo.
Yeah.
It was like, I think once in every 3 months, they will bring it, like 100 cedis, in and out 200. Or the African World Airline, on
They'll
behalf
bring it
of,
again.
African
please
World.
bring it back, be your loyal customer. The last time it was like 1,000 something,
Yeah.
1,005 plus, with the
Yeah.
more 400 cedis, the Nembrasa.
It will come.
Yeah, maybe
Nah,
Passion
nah.
should also do so.
Yes, I think Passion. Hey, may your advert? I was going to say something
You have to
about
pay.
Passion. Please come and pay. But I'm begging you, bring that's promo. But Passion has some, yeah. So so final words on what people should look out for, like when they want to travel.
Yeah.
Any advice? especially for the marriage thing. Me no person worry me. I say would me on the side. $100,000 before I can go. Because house arrest they mean to me.
Yes, because the arrangement is that we are not covered. But we are just sending you like we are couple, but I'm the dependent, like I'm the main applicant. I'm going to work to take care of you.
If he beats me, I can't report.
No. You can't even voice out. You don't have the right to even go to the police station. You have reported it yourself and they are deported. You see, so there are a whole lot of abuses that goes on. So when people say, I want a dependent, you have to be careful about that. Yes, people go through that.
Some people use their sisters as their wives.
Oh, yes. Like I was saying, a friend, do you have a friend, sister, and this or your sisters? They'll do a whole lot of stuff. Anyway, they are finding ways and means to go, to leave the country. So like I was saying, one thing the youth need to also know about traveling issues, maybe you may not know when the opportunity will come for you to travel. So in the area of our social media, we need to be careful about some of the things that we have been posting and a whole lot of stuff. US and Canada, like they share data. That's why 2026 World Cup, Canada, Mexico, and US, they are co-hosting the World Cup. They are just closer. This Canada, this US, and this Mexico. So they will go and play some of the matches here, and there. So these three countries, like they share data. So if you have any criminal background in Canada, they share. So at times, people will come for the application, they will not tell you the truth. Some, they have even banned them. Okay? You have some criminal records and they have even bounced you back to your country. Then the person wants to switch to Canada or other country. So on our application form, we do ask all those security questions. But they think that maybe you can find, it happened to a client. Wow. It happened to a client, and at the time we were supposed to, approve the visa. The visa officer, they declined the visa. And then they indicated the reason for refusing. Yes, per the record, criminal record. So number one, we are doing these applications, they will demand for your criminal record from the Ghana Police Service, your medical, and all those things. So we need to take care of our health, very, very important. And our whatever that we have been posting, at times they will go through your Facebook page and find out what you have been doing.
Wow.
Okay, there are some violations on Facebook and other
or those insulting
yes.
naked pictures.
So Matter and Spy will be sitting like while they are scanning you.
Oh, I get a lot even on LinkedIn. Just be there. They say somebody has viewed. There are times that we do this in the NGO. So once you apply for a grant,
sure,
it's only LinkedIn that you just see that this company, and I'm like, you are doing your work.
Yeah, they are viewing, they are monitoring you here and there, whole lot. They need to be sure about. So like you think that you want to do kona. So people like that, maybe you have that criminal record, they have bounced you back. And mostly, those are the people that do pass through the desert way. Because if you want to pass through the normal application, the data, like the system will pop up. It will pop up. It will surprise you. It will surprise you. You move to the next level and all your data is just there. So for instance, Canada, if you go and do your biometric, unless the next 10 years.
To see if you are still alive or something.
A client did that, and then they refused the person, and then he came to us, he won Canada. So we asked, have you ever applied in any other country? Then the client said no. Are you sure? He said no. So when we did the submissions and sent it to the embassy, then it went for biometric. You knew very well that you've even gone there before. You see? But you want to cut corner. So when we went to the embassy, immediately they just used
his picture.
Even he changed the passport too. The person changed the passport and the name.
Wow.
But the biodata of the person, so you can decide to change your name from Martha to Akuyasewa. But your fingerprints are already there. And they pop up. And madam, you were here and there. Master, you see. They will pick you. So you are trying to be smart and all those things.
Wow.
So when it's about traveling, people, you have to tell the truth. Nothing but the truth. Okay? Just like a lawyer, when you have a case, tell your lawyer, whatever that is in there. So that because we have immigration lawyers and we know how, if you have ever been refused before, we know how to tackle it. But don't hide. At the end of the day, you compound our issues for us. So it will be like, your client has ever been here. You see, the query will come to us. So for immigration issues at Majesty Galaxy Ghana, when you come, tell her the truth, nothing but the truth. If you have,
you'll find ways and means to help.
To see how when we are doing the application, we'll know how to counter it. There's somebody that just told us that he went there, he was refused. The reason for insufficient funds and blah, 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 blah. We've done it. The person didn't go to the fingerprint because your fingerprint are already there.
Yes.
Okay. So we've just done it recently while waiting for the visa. So we need to be careful about our lifestyle. You don't know when you'll be invited to other countries, social media and other criminal record. You may not know. And that's why they ask of your criminal record at the Ghana Police Services and all those things when we are doing the application. They demand for all those things to be sure that you are not a criminal person coming to their country. So the whole lot, and I think we'll find time and come and give
for me,
education.
I think that this episode, if you are watching it on Facebook, you are watching it on YouTube, you are watching it on TV, invite somebody to also tune in because it's a vast conversation on what we need to know.
Sure.
Your final words that wrap up.
Okay. My final words are that if you are only interested in traveling, it's better you use the right channels. Speak to the right travel agencies, and this is Majesty Galaxy Limited, and then Wakanao Ghana Limited.
Okay.
We are those who have the travel solutions you are looking for, and we are here to solve your travel problems for you.
There are those that, especially if you want to surprise your wife for a honeymoon, you know, just or some vacation.
Sure, definitely.
If we didn't talk about that one, the ladies, tell your husbands and your boyfriend if you want to do a special surprise for me, or just copy Wakanao's number or Majesty number and just I'm just sending you in case. Then they will do that. But it's been an amazing conversation here, and for young people especially. When we want to travel, we should make sure that we are traveling for the right purposes. Saturday, August 16th, Youth Empowerment Summit, Martha Inspires Foundation is turning 10 years old.
Wow.
We are inviting all of you to the Youth Empowerment Summit. And Wakanao and what can I say it? Wakanao and Majesty, they are one of our proud sponsors.
Sure. Sure.
So they are
we'll leave our contacts in case maybe.
Yes. So we'll have their contact details on the screen. Check out on them on their website and also on Facebook for all your travel solutions. So Saturday, August 16th in Tamale, it will be live on TV, live on Facebook. Make sure that you are there at the Youth Empowerment Summit in Tamale. You know, you can't afford to miss this. Come early. If not, you get a seat. You know how the program is.
The big guys will be coming around to mentor.
You see, the big men are going to be there. So you have to be there as well. Thank you so much. And we are still calling for partners and sponsors. And a very big thank you to our lead sponsor, as usual, MTN Ghana, the biggest mobile telecommunications network. Thank you so much for doing this with us for the 8th time. MTN have been supporting us for 8 good years.
That's beautiful.
Promasidor, producers of Cowbell, Twisco, Mixi, etc. For 10 good years, they have been with us. So our lead sponsors and partners, thank you, with other supporting partners as well coming in. Later on in other episodes, I'll be bringing you all the partners and the sponsors for the Youth Empowerment Summit. I am Martha Inspires. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.